reached the
The Brainchild Radio Network presents Warbirds of Mars. Based on the popular comic created by Scott P. Doc Vaughn and written by Kane Gilmore. Tonight's episode, Creatures of Doom. Brought to you by Malto Team. It's great every time. My name is Robert Black, but the free world knows me as Hunter Noir, a figure ripped from the pages of today's pulps and made flesh and bone in order to exact vengeance on our so-called Martian invaders. Together with Bomber Jack Paris, Josie Taylor, and the mysterious Mr. Mask, we are the vanguard of the secret Martian killers, fighting to rid the world of those creatures that superseded the D-Day invasion in 1944 and still occupy our bombed-out cities 4 years later. From the streets of the still-free New York City to remnants of our airfields and our secret base beneath Coney Island, we strike out in the hopes of eventually finding the technology to unite the armies of the world and fight back against our oppressors before it's too late. Air raid. It could only be them. But how? Radar should have picked them up long before they could have gotten so close to the city. I've got to get to the airfield. Jack Paris.
Hunter, we're just about to take off.
Where's Josie?
She's working at the Double R tonight, so she wouldn't have been able to get away.
All right. If her Corsair's in the hangar, you'll have to take up the Liberator. I'm going up in my Mustang.
I'll see you in the air. Wild hares, this is Haredevil. They're turning tail.
Squadron, pursue the enemy as far as the city limits. We don't want them doubling back. Give them hell. Return to base, men.
Good flying, man. We'll be leaving a detachment of the squad here in the hangar for the night to scramble if there's another attack.
Captain, a moment of your time?
Yes, Sergeant Jeffries.
We've gotten word from the tower. The radar was sabotaged. Somebody cut the power just before the Martians would have been spotted.
We've a traitor in our midst.
So it would seem.
Do the higher-ups have any idea who it might be?
Need to know, Captain. But the impression I got was that they had an idea and were attempting to ferret the blighter out.
Thank you, Sergeant. Jack, I think it's time we checked in at the club.
Lead the way, Hunter.
Jack, you go on ahead. I'm going to track down Mask, see what he can dig up regarding this traitor business.
Right. Will you be long?
I shouldn't be. I'll meet you and Josie at the club.
Okay. Good luck, Hunter. Josie!
Well, hello, Jack.
Gee, you look swell tonight.
Why, thank you, sweetheart. But a little bird told me I missed a chance at donning my flight gear this evening. The show must go on, but things sounded a little hairy there at one point, what with the Martian attack.
Seen better days, that's for certain. But we sent a packing even without your immeasurable help. And you fill out your flight suit so beautifully, too.
Well, certainly no stranger than our friends' get-ups. Hunter's always bandaged up beneath his fedora and pulling pistols from that great coat of his. And Mr. Mask's, well, mask. Topped with Hun's helmet and a Japanese sword, no less.
Ha! The company we keep.
Jack, Josie, let's get to my car. I'll brief you along the way.
The way? Where, Hunter?
Martian killing. Warbirds of Mars is brought to you by the Brainchild Radio Network and by the 1948 Dodge D24, providing both performance and beauty. Dodge. We'll meet Mr. Mask down here.
When?
When he breaks cover.
The city outskirts are so eerie and deserted, especially here away from the artillery defense lines. Why here?
We believe this may be one area that rogue Martian males are gaining access to Manhattan for their ritual mating hunts.
Oh, but I didn't think that they hunted in packs.
They don't. But if Mask is hot on the heels of a possible stoolie, then this is where he'll be meeting his contact.
So we wait.
To see who betrayed us all.
You said it, Angel.
One of our own, selling us out to those three-eyed, heartless things. Predatory, hulking Kodiaks without hair, with 3 fingers and a forked tongue. Those beasts know only hate and carnage when they're young, and are twice as dangerous when they're old and keen. Just like some of us. We need to be smarter and better than the Martians, not subject to the same destructive impulses.
And that's why you trust Mr. Mask?
Well, he is half human.
Shh, something's coming.
It's all right. It's Mr. Mask.
Follow me. This way.
A tunnel concealed beneath the wreckage.
And something's coming out.
A Martian, and someone is coming to meet it.
Applesauce. Is that Sergeant Jeffries?
It is.
That snake in the grass.
I suspected, but I had hoped my intuition was wrong. He will pay for his treachery.
Careful, gents. The Martian's armed, and I doubt Jeffries came empty-handed.
The weasel.
Look, they're speaking together in hushed tones.
Can we be certain?
We can.
Mask, can you get around to the remains of that building there and flank them?
Draw your weapons, Martian killers. We attack.
Locked and loaded.
Sergeant Jeffries.
What the? Who's there?
You're a traitor, Jeffries. A traitor to the entire human race.
Is that you, Hunter? You bandaged old freak?
You sold us out. And for what?
For survival, you fool! The Martians have already won. It's only a matter of time before New York falls and the rest of you are swept away.
Justice is coming for you, Jeffries. You and all of your alien friends.
Why don't you come on down here and face me like a man, Hunter? Take some Martian What the? Mask! Oh no! Oh! 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 Who are you?
Fire!
Look out! Another one!
They're gone. How horrible.
Dead. Can no one be trusted?
This war has beaten us all down. But Jeffries was a fool to believe he could live with himself after betraying his own kind.
If the Martians were even going to let him live.
We must keep our eyes open at all times.
But not at the price of our own souls.
Gentlemen, lady, I say a drink is in order. Let's head back to the Double R.
You two go. Mr. Mask and I have security work back at HQ. You've been listening to Warbirds of Mars, Episode 1, Creatures of Doom. Warbirds of Mars was brought to you by the Brainchild Radio Network.